Hey there guys, it's Quirk here from MiniWarGaming.com with Bjorn from
Ohio.
And we are here today to play some Armada. We're going to be playing 400 points of Empire versus Rebels. It's going to be awesome. We finally have two 3x3 mats to make a full 3x6 mat. It's awesome. So we finally have the full play area, so stop whining. No, I'm just kidding. As always though guys, if you're interested in coming in and playing anyone here, go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all the details. We can play Armada, X-Wing, 40k, 30k, Warhammer, as well as Age of Sigmar, Fantasy, and I think that's it. Oh, Rob will play cribbage with you. Rob will, because yeah.
There's always more.
But in the meantime guys, let's go ahead and check out these fleets. Starting off with the Rebel fleet, we have 400 points here, starting off with the biggest thing, which is my MC-80 Command Cruiser. It has the Defiance title, has Admiral Akbar, as well as electronic countermeasures. Then I have a Assault Frigate Mark II-B with a gunnery team, turbo boost reroute circuits, as well as electronic countermeasures. And lastly, I have my MC-30C Torpedo Frigate with Intel Officer, Ordnance Experts, redundant shields, as well as an assault concussion missiles. And then for my squadrons over here, I have 3 X-Wing squadrons, as well as Jan Orris in the Moldy Crow. And on this side we have Bjorn's Imperial Army in all of its glory. Starting off with his biggest ship, we have the Imperial 2 class Star Destroyer with heavy turbo laser turrets, a gunnery team, the Pylon Q7 tractor beams, Relentless title, Grand Moff Tarkin, as well as the SW7 ion batteries. Next to that we have the Raider 2 class Corvette with Admiral Montserrat. I can't even pronounce that, but let's hope that's right. Flight controllers, Overload Pulse, as well as the extended hangar bay. Then we have a Gladiator 1 class Star Destroyer with the Demolisher title, expanded launchers, Ordnance Experts, as well as a tactical expert. And then for squadrons we have 2 TIE Interceptors, 2 TIE Fighter squadrons, as well as Howl Runner in the Interceptor. And here we have the double Starfield map set up to give us a full 3x6 board in all its glory with some debris all over the place, a repair station in the middle. So the rules for that are if you stop your movement on that, you actually get to repair 1 hull point, which is awesome. And yeah, so we're going to go straight into deployment. And here we have the deployment set. So we have the MC-30C, my squadrons, the MC-80, as well as the Assault Frigate B lined up and ready to go on this side of the board. Over here we have the Raider 2 Corvette. And over here we have your squadrons. Your Imperial 2 class Star Destroyer. It's so big. And then lastly we have the Gladiator class 2 Star Destroyer.
Compensating.
Starting off, since I get to go first, I will begin with my Command Cruiser, which is going to get a move. And I'm actually just going to take the token. I'm not going to adjust the speed there, because I'm quite happy with my speed 2. And with nothing in range for me to shoot, I'm going to move up my 2. And I actually think I'm going to bank a little bit, because I want to end up going this way more. Ending right there, getting my side arc in just such a good position.
So I'm also going navigate, and I'm also going to tokenize it. And I also like speed 2, so I think that's what I'll be doing. And I'm going to move to right here and bring my awesome forward arc to where it belongs.
Next up is the Assault Frigate Mark II-B, and it will be moving. I think I'm going to take a move token for this one, just hold on to that for a little while. And with a double yaw, I'm just going to move right up to here. Bink. That's the sound of a ship landing in its position. Bink. Next up is the Gladiator, and what command will it flip?
So we are flipping a move,
Alright.
which I'm also going to token,
Okay.
because it's brilliant that way. And I'm just going to go straight forward.
Alright. Lastly for the Rebels, we have the MC-30C, and it will be moving and taking a token. And the MC-30C is just going to go right up here, and I did a double yaw 3, so he's almost completely sideways. Lastly we have the Raider, and it will be flipping a
squadron, which I will be tokening.
Alright.
And then I will be going speed 3, so I'm going to do 1 and 1. Ending right there.
Very nice. Then we go into the squadron phase. I'm going to be moving my 2 front ones first, and because they're as awesome as they are, they get to go 3 right up to here. Then we move over to the Imperials. Which two are you going to move first?
I'm going to move my 2 interceptors, and they are speed 5. So
they're going right downtown.
Yeah, I'm just going to take advantage of it.
Very nice.
Okay.
Then we've got Janorus in my last X-Wing squadron, and they're just both going to move up behind these two. And lastly, we have all 3 of his squadrons.
Absolutely. So, speed 4, and I'm just gonna go flip this over, turn it around, and go towards that assault frigate.
Alright. Very nice.
There we go.
And that will conclude round 1. We are doing a 6-round game, so round 1 was fairly uneventful. Sorry there, guys. And we go to the round counters here. Round 1, done. Gonna start off with the Assault Frigate Mark II-B, and it will get concentrated fire. Since there's nothing really in range for me to shoot at, I'm just gonna take a token. And then just going to move up 2 to here. Thank you, sir.
But of course.
Right there. Going over here, you're going to move the Demolisher next?
Indeed. Its death is imminent, so I might as well use it while I got it.
Right.
So, I'm gonna token my squadron command.
Alright.
And I'm going to...
Now, do you have range to shoot at anything?
I do not, but after this move, I'm going to be taking Demolisher's special effect to fire one of its arcs.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna... aim... yeah, no. I'm just gonna keep going straight.
Alright. Very nice.
Alright.
Firing 2 red dice into my torpedo frigate, the MC-30C.
Alright.
And... ooh, 1 crit. I am going to use... we're at range 2, so I'm going to use a redirect and make you re-roll that one.
Alright.
And it's a crit again. Okay. Yeah, I'll just take that on the... which zone were you shooting at?
I'm shooting at your side arc.
My side arc? Okay, I'm going to redirect that to the rear. And the rear hull is now reduced to 1 shield. So after that, I feel like I need to return the favor. So the MC-30C is going to flip a concentrated fire, which it will use to add a extra blue die to its side arc while it shoots at the Gladiator. So 3 blue dice here, and we get hit, hit, hit. I'll take it.
We're at range 2, so I'm going to evade and make you reroll one of those.
Alright, so I will reroll this one right now, and it becomes a hit again, so we still have those 3 hits.
Alright, well then I'm going to brace it down to 2.
Yep.
And I'm going to redirect to my side hull that I'm hoping won't get hit anytime soon.
Alright, so
and 1 off the front.
very nice. Speed 3 will land me right up here. I think I'm going to be on top of one of your ships when I land it. Yes, so you get to place that ship anywhere in base to base with my ship.
Which means it's on the station.
Right there. But since I did land on the repair station, I do get to repair something, and that will be 1 shield. Bink. Then we move on to the Star Destroyer.
So flipping, I've got a concentrate fire.
Okay.
And I'm going to add a
Just checking range here.
red dice.
Adding a red?
Yep.
Alrighty. So we're looking at 5 red dice and 4 blue going into the side of my...
Side of your MC-30.
Alright. And we'll figure out what all this is in a second. So we've gone ahead and added them up. We have 2 blanks, we have 4 hits, 2 criticals, and 1 accuracy. So you can use accuracy right now to cancel out one of my...
I'm gonna cancel out one of your braces.
Alright, so regardless, I have to take all of these. And since we are at range 2, I'm actually going to... you know what? I feel like I can possibly survive this? No, I don't think I can, because it's gonna hurt a lot. I'm gonna have to take this, we'll see what happens. So at the end of this, I don't want to make him re-roll anything just on the odd chance that he might get another accuracy, or... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my evade and make you re-roll that crit. Either one of them.
Alright.
And it's a crit again. Okay, so that does absolutely nothing. So at the end, I'm taking 1 hit and 2 crits to my ship and losing the 3 shields on the side. So the 1 hit and 2 crits, my 2 criticals are damage controls. So when you overlap a ship or obstacle, deal 1 face down damage card to your ship in addition to all other obstacle effects. I also have crew panic, which is before you reveal a command dial, you must either suffer 1 damage or discard that dial. If you discard it, you do not reveal a dial this round. And that brings the MC-30C down to 1 hull point remaining. What are you doing next, sir?
So I'm going to use the tractor beam to slow your ship down 1 speed.
Alright, so my MC-30C is going from speed 3 down to speed 2. So he's getting nice and slow there.
And then I'm going to use my gunnery team to open fire on the Assault Frigate Mark II.
Alrighty. And that's going to be 4 red dice. And we have 2 crits. And I'm just going to brace that down to 1 crit and then evade to make it nothing. And then you have your maneuver, which you're going to use the speed dial to slow yourself down.
Indeed, I'm going to use my token to go down to speed 1, because with this many delicious targets in front of me, I'd be a fool to run straight at it. And then
we'll figure out where you land. So ending right there, then we move over to the MC-80, and it will flip a squadron, which it's going to take advantage of right now. And with a squadron value of 4, I'm going to be able to move all 4 of my guys here, and I'm going to try and move them up to engage the Star Destroyer up here, so we'll see where they end up after I do their movement. So I finished moving everybody, so I've got Jan Oris as well as 2 X-Wing squadrons within range 1 of the Star Destroyer, so they can definitely shoot that because of Jan Oris' ability to make enemies heavy, so I'm not actually technically engaged. But this squadron right here can only land there, so he's engaged by these guys, so hopefully I can try and take them out a little bit there. Starting off, I'm going to have this X-Wing squadron fire at your Interceptor squadron. 4 blue dice. Hopefully I can get some damage in here. And there's 2.
Ouch. Alright.
Actually, technically, I don't think that would... No, that's only affecting ships. Now, the ship does have counter too, so it does get to respond accordingly. So firing those 2 back. And getting 1 damage. 1 damage. Then going over here, I'm going to have these 2 fire into, let's fire into your Star Destroyer. So that'll be 2 red dice, and we get a hit and a crit. And the critical effect will actually resolve as an extra damage there.
Excellent.
And he will take it on the front, bringing his front shield down to 1. And then Jan Oris is going to fire her 1 black die, and this will result in, a hit and a crit.
Ouch. Okay. Well, then I will redirect. So that will take 1 off of the side and my last shield off the front.
Alrighty. And then I'm going to fire with the MC-80, checking range here, only within range 3, so it's going to be just red dice firing. So, getting 3 red dice from the one side, Admiral Akbar is going to trigger himself and add 2 extra red dice to the side that's firing, and then Defiance will trigger adding another red dice. This is going to be 6 red dice going into the front of the Star Destroyer. Alright. Oh, and we have 1 accuracy, hit, double hit, crit, double hit, and a blank. And I'm going to use my accuracy to cancel out your brace.
Roger that.
So that way you can't have the damage that's being shot at you. And he's going to trigger his contain to cancel out the crit effect and just turn it into a regular hit, so no critical effects can take place.
And that's a lot of damage, so I'm really regretting not moving some of that damage from the squadrons off the front. Oops.
So redirecting to the one side there, so there goes 2 of the damage, and then there's 4 damage that's going to be actually hitting you, unless you'd like to try and discard your brace and have that down.
No, I think we'll just take the... No, yeah, we'll do the brace. Let's do it.
So doing the brace beforehand then, so that way it gets just cut down to 3, and you only end up taking 1 damage.
Alright.
And the 1 damage going to the ship, bringing you down to 10 hull points. And then I get to move up at speed 2. And at speed 2, ending the movement right there, definitely going to be in range for some black dice next turn. Next up we have your Raider.
Which is flipping Squadron Command. Unfortunately, he's out of range, so that does nothing for me.
Okay.
But we're going to go ahead and check range, probably out, and then if not, we're moving speed 3.
Alright. Just confirming range.
Definitely out.
Ooh.
Alright.
He is out of range because he has no red dice for attacks there, so just letting you guys know. Finishing the movement right there. Oh, that's so tempting.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid that front arc, but hey, you win some, you lose some.
Lastly, we have the Assault Frigate Mark II-B flipping a repair, which I'm actually going to take a token for that because I thought I'd be taking some damage prior. So I'm going to fire from the side arc here into the front of the Star Destroyer. Admiral Akbar kicks in, so I get 5 red dice here, and I get 2 hits and then all the accuracies.
I guess I mean...
So taking 2 hits, bringing him down to 8 hull points.
Ouch.
And then gonna fire 5 red from here into that side arc. And getting crit, 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 and 2 blanks. I don't have the evade token available to actually trigger the turbo laser, so it's just going to be 3 criticals.
Okay. Then
And he will brace it down to 2.
And
your evades can't do anything because we are at range 1, so it's just going to be
Indeed.
2 shields down.
on the side arc, right?
Yep. So since all my squadrons moved, it's going to be Bjorn doing all his stuff, so he gets to attack with this ship and this ship because they're currently engaged.
And I get to get back one of my hull points because I'm on a station.
That's true.
Yeah.
So the interceptors are going to fire into this X-Wing here, 4 blue dice. And that's going to be 4 damage, which is exactly enough to kill it. So he is actually... I don't know if I'm within range 1, because if I am, Janors can actually drop that down. And I am not, so that ship is just dead.
Space.
Never mind, I misread that. It's range 1 to 2, so I'm definitely going to use one of her braces and bring that down to 2 hits and just get myself down to 2 damage. Then the TIE Interceptor is going to fire into Jan Oris. So you got your 4 blue. And
1 damage.
1 damage.
And 2 accuracy, so
I
doesn't do
can't,
me any good.
No, so I can't brace it. So it's just going to be 1 damage down to 3. But Jan does have counter 2, so I get to fire 2 back at you. And getting 1 myself. And lastly, these 3 squadrons are going to move. We'll just come back when they finish their movement. And we end off. The 1 squadron came in here to engage with everybody there. And these 2 have just moved up to get within squadron range of the Raider. And that will bring us to the end of round 2. Some damage was definitely dealt and felt on both sides here as we go into round 3. So starting off, I'm actually going to start off with the MC30C. Flipping a dial, I'm actually not going to flip a dial just to kind of cancel out the effects of a crew panic. And we go straight into the shooting, which will be firing this side arc into the front arc of that Raider. And I get to pick up 2 different things. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the repair station to repair my crew panic and get rid of that, so next turn I actually can use it. And I'm also going to use my redundant shields to get a shield back, and I will get a shield back on this side here. So looking at this here, I have 3 black dice, 2 black dice because of the range, as well as 2 red dice thanks to Admiral Akbar. See if I can do some damage here, aiming for the front shield, or front hull point, and... Alright, so I get to reroll any black dice. I'm actually really happy with how that turned out, but at the same time I want to get some crits to cause some splash damage, so I am going to reroll these. So all 3 of them getting rerolled here. And I just lost 1 damage.
I'm okay with that.
Alright, so in total we have 1 crit, 2 regular hits, and 1 accuracy. And I'm going to use this 1 accuracy to... let's cancel out your crit.
Okay. Then,
And you're going to redirect off the front?
indeed, so I'm going to take 1 damage, but I'm taking down to 1 shield on this side.
Alright. And for the second attack, I'm going to fire the anti-squadron out of the front here, so I think I'm only going to catch the 2 ships there. I don't think I'm going to catch the 2 up at the
quite.
front. Okay, so it'll be 1 blue dice against this guy here, and nothing. Oop, there's some bumping other ships here. And then 1 blue dice against that guy there, causing 1.
Ouch. Okay.
And then after movement, I will land right there. Next up, who's going to go?
I think I better move my ISD because it's not going to be here next turn probably.
Alright,
So flipping concentrate fire.
nice. So we're going to be looking at 4 red, 4 blue, and 1 black die going into the MC30C. This is going to hurt. I can feel it already.
Big money, big money.
Alright, so we have 1 accuracy, 2 crits, and 3 hits. And
So I'm turning this into a damage by using the SW7 ion batteries, so that's
gonna
basically
be-
makes it that.
so we got 4 hits and 2 crits there. I can only redirect 1 away, so it's going to end up being... Yeah, that ship is just dead. So the MC30C is officially space dust.
Cooked squid.
And then gunnery team's going to trigger, so firing from the same hull, going to go into the side arc of the MC80. Does not give the concentrated fire effects, so there's going to be 4 red and 4 blue going into that. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, an accuracy, and a crit. I need accuracy to cancel out the brace, so regardless, I have to take all the damage here. I'm going to use my anti-crit to get rid of the critical effect, and I'm going to end up having to redirect a couple things here.
Here.
So I'll take the side arc down to 0 because I'm going to use both of my braces, or both my redirects, redirecting 1 to the back here, so this will go down to 2, and then 1 to the front, which will bring this down to 3, and then all the shields are gone on that zone, on that whole zone. We're gonna end up landing here, so this will move these 3 fighters, and I get to place them, and then you get to place your ship, sir. Placing it right there, and then I get to place these ships. So I'm gonna put the 2 on the back there, and 1 on the front there. Then I'm going to activate the command cruiser, and it will get a repair. And I will use that repair to bring back 2 shields on this side here, bringing that up to 2. And then I'm going to fire from this side into the front. So thanks to Admiral Akbar, I get to add 2 red, so it's going to be 5 red, 3 blue, and then Defiance is going to kick in, so I'm going to add 1 black to that roll. So I got a handful of dice here, see if I can finally do some damage to this ship. Ooh, look at that.
Oh my.
So I've got a bunch of hits and accuracy. I'm going to use an accuracy to cancel out his ability to cancel out my crits. And I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits and 2 crits. So the most he can do is redirect 1 damage to 1 shield, which will bring it down to 9 damage in total plus a bunch of crits. But it only has 8 hull points remaining, actually 7 hull points remaining. So it is officially space dust.
You've taken out my admiral.
Yay!
Hey.
So that was more than effective, and then I get to move at speed 2. We'll end up moving right there. It does land on 3 different ships, so these all get to get placed. That is a good placement, sir.
Thank you.
Next up we have the Raider 2.
So flipping squadron. So I'm going to activate Howl Runner and her friendly TIE fighter, and we're going.
Howl Runner gonna fire at Moldy Crow thanks to a bunch of different effects. I think you're throwing 4 blue dice at this. Oh, gross. Alright, we'll see what happens. And we have 2 hits.
And I get to re-roll thanks to Swarm.
Yep. And we have, okay,
2
so
hits.
2 hits. And you can accuracy 1 of my 2 braces, but I'll just use the other one, so it's going to end up being 1 hit in total.
Alright.
And that will trigger my counter 2, which is 1 hit. And I will use my accuracy to cancel out your scatter.
Alright.
Next up we have the TIE Squadron, and I'm assuming it's also going to shoot at Howl Runner.
Moldy Crow, yes indeed.
Alright. Or sorry, Moldy Crow, my bad. And then 4 blue dice from the TIE Fighter going into Moldy Crow. We have 1 hit, and I can't get rid of it because you have an accuracy, so...
And I'm going to re-roll for Swarm.
Alright. Just 1 hit. So Moldy Crow is down to 1. And counter 2 triggers, getting nothing. Then the Raider 2 gets to shoot at something. What would you like to shoot at, sir?
So I'm going to try and take some more shields off of the MC-80, just in hopes that Demolisher can peekaboo. Mm-hmm. And then I'll side arc into your side arc for my second shot.
Alright. 3 blue and 1 black going into the side of the MC-80. And we have, oh, hit, 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 hit. Very nice, sir. I am going to brace that down to 2 hits.
Alright.
Bringing the side down to 2. And then you also have the side arc here, so 1 blue and 1 black going into the side of my assault frigate.
And we got...
Ooh, crit, crit, and a hit, which is quite a bit there. I'm going to brace that down to 2. And yeah, I'm just going to brace it down to 2 and get down to 1 on here. So ending up having to reduce speed down to 1 and...
Smashing into your assault frigate.
Alrighty.
So 1 damage apiece.
Okay. Next up we have the assault frigate, and it will flip a concentrated fire. Yay! I'm going to have the side arc here fire into the side arc of your Raider. With concentrated fire, I'm going to add 1 black to my dice roll here, and I have 5 blue thanks to Admiral Akbar, 5 red, 1 blue, and 1 black. So this is going to hopefully hurt a bit. It's going to be 3 hits and 4 hits and 2 accuracy.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the accuracy to cancel out your brace.
Okay.
And since we're at range 1, your evades won't do anything, so it'll be 4 damage.
Roger that. Hero.
So that's
Going straight in.
Yeah, going straight in. That's going to be 4 damage. It only has 3 hull points left, so it is dead. I'm going to use my move token to reduce my speed down to 1. And then just move up. And 1 forward will put me right there.
Nice.
Over here we got this guy, and flipping his command.
We've got a concentrate fire.
Alrighty.
I'm going to save that concentrate fire for after I make my first move using Demolisher and hope for something, but right now I'm going to use my squadron on these 2 X-Wings. So first one, going for this guy. Mm-hmm. Nada.
And then the other one.
Nada.
And looking at placement, it is going to land on the TIE Interceptor, so just right up to there.
But I'm on a station, so that's benefits.
Uh-huh. And I will move the TIE Interceptor right here because I want to try and shoot it. So any movement on the station gets to repair, and repairing 1 shield. and nothing in range for the gladiator to do its gladiatorial tricks. So we move on to squadrons, and I'm going to have these two try and take out this guy. I'll start with this squadron here because I know it has counterattack, and I've got 4 blue, and that'll be 2, so that's enough to kill it.
Okay, and counter 2?
Yep. Ooh, 2 back. This is why I did that. So 2 damage to me, and that one is dust. Well said, dosed. I'm going to have this ship fire into the front hull of that ship. I mean this squadron firing into the front of the gladiator. 1 red die. Double hit. Very nice.
Nice. And I might as well brace that down and redirect it. So I'm going to brace it to 1, and I'm going to redirect it to the shield I just put back up.
Then next you get to move 2 ships.
And might as well move them into the swarm, so here they go.
Very nice. I'm going to move this guy right over to here for his movement. And then I'm going to have Moldy Crow try and take out... only down to 1, but I am definitely going to try and take out Hellrunner. 3 blue dice here, and 1 hit and 2 accuracies. So I'm going to use my 2 accuracies to cancel out your 2, and you'll take 1 damage.
Roger that.
And that will bring us to the end of round 3, which was surprisingly effective for both sides. So you lost your...
Everything.
Yeah. And
mistakes were made.
I lost my MC30C. So let's go on to round 4. Starting off, I'm going to start with the assault frigate. It will flip a squadron, which it will take advantage of right away and activate these 2 ships. Starting off, Moldy Crow is going to fire at Hellrunner. Got 3 dice here. And hit accuracy. I'm going to use the accuracy to get rid of your scatter, and that'll do 1 damage.
Which I can't brace out of.
Yeah, so that will take out Hellrunner.
Boom, shakalaka.
And then the X-Wing squadron is going to fire at this interceptor. And 4 blue. Hopefully I can take it out here. Hit, hit, hit. That'll do it.
Alright, counter 2.
Yep.
Let's hope for
some form of damage.
some spit in the eye.
That'll do 1 damage back. Alright, that ship is gone. This ship is activated and down 1. Then out of the side, I'm going to fire the anti-squadron, which will be 1 blue into both of them. 1 blue against this guy will do 1 damage.
Okay.
And then against that one, nothing. Because I land on an asteroid field, I get damaged munitions after attacking a ship. Before you roll on your attack will remove 1 die of your choice. We'll bring him down to 4 hull points. Going over to the gladiator, and it will flip.
For a repair.
Alright.
Which I thought it would be a lot more damage by this point, but basically all I can do is bring up 1 shield.
Okay, so bring that shield back up to 2. So the side arc has 1 red die that can go into my MC80. So 1 red.
And
Is a crit. So I'm just going to use... so I have everything back here. I'm just going to brace that up to the front. How many shields do I have on the front?
3 on the front.
3? Yeah, I'll just brace that up to the front there.
alright.
I mean redirect. And speed 2, moving around. Right up to there.
Right there.
And Gladiator using its ability, so firing 2 red dice now into the
Rear arc.
rear arc. Okay. And getting 3 hits. Ouch! So I will brace that down to 2. And then redirect to 1 here and 1 over here. Then the MC80 gets to activate. It will flip a repair, which it will use immediately to get this shield back and this shield back. And then I'm going to fire from this into there. So firing here, I've got 5 red and 4 blue thanks to Defiance, Admiral Akbar, and just being straight up awesome. And oof, that looks like it might hurt. So definitely got a brace. We'll count out how many we have here. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So it's going to get dropped down to 5. And it was 4 hits and 1 crit.
Then I'm at range 2, so I'm going to use my evade to make you reroll the double hit.
The double hit, alright. And right, so it's dropped down to 4.
And then I'm going to redirect to basically take it on all shields. So
Okay.
2 off the front and 2 off the side.
Alrighty. So he's got no shields left on here or here. That was a pretty effective shot, if I do say so myself.
Russell Crowe.
And I'm going to use my move. Actually, I don't have a move, so yeah, I guess I have to move now. I'm going to use the move token that I have on here to reduce my speed down to 1. And landing right there, just barely missing the other ship. So we go into the squadron phase, and these ships are just going to fly right over here. Starting off, we're going to have 3 dice from here go into the damaged TIE Fighter squadron, or X-Wing squadron there.
And
3 blue will be 1 crit, which does nothing, but you do have squadron, so you get to re-roll it. For 1 damage, which will bring him down to 1, because I have no way of avoiding that. Then this guy's going to fire into it as well.
Finish off something.
Yep. And you got her. Boop. And that brings us to the end of round 4 as we go into round 5 here. See if I can try and take out that gladiator, or will he turn the tables and get me? Let's find out.
Oh yeah, no, he's dead meat. Look at that. I got him.
Starting off, going to do the... I actually don't know which one I want to do first. I have a feeling you're going to move closer to me, so I'm going to do the assault frigate first, and it will flip a move, which it will use to increase its speed. So I'm going to fire from the side here into these 2 squadrons, starting off with this one here. Does 1, and then into that one there. No. Just to try and avoid other ships in the way here, I'm just going to move up to there, and boom. So we have the gladiator,
Which is flipping for a concentrate fire.
good call.
And I think I'm probably out of range of everything, but let's double check.
So opting to not fire yet, he's going to do a move first.
And
we'll
I'm
see-
going to use my maneuver token to increase my speed to 3 and hope to finally get in black range.
So flying on up, use the same trick that I just did. Gonna land right there. Just move this out of the way. Boom. So definitely getting into the rear arc, using all the crazy special abilities. We're going to be looking at 5 black dice and 2 red. So
Yeah.
let's see what happens here. Ooh, and getting the accuracy he needs. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, 1 crit, and an accuracy.
And I'm going to use my ordnance experts to re-roll this black.
Okay.
For the same exact thing.
Okay, so we've got 5 hits, 1 crit, and an accuracy. So what would you like to try and cancel out?
I'm going to cancel out your brace.
Alright, so I can't get rid of that. So I am going to have to do some redirect stuff here. I'm going to definitely use my crit cancel so that I don't get the critical effect there. So it's going to treat it as 6 hits, which I can then redirect so that all these shields go down to 0. So 0, 2, 4, and then 6, and that will use all of my tokens. Then we go on to the MC80, which will flip a squadron. So using the squadron, I'm going to have this guy just move and staying within range to there to go engage them. He's going to move up to here, and I'm just going to try and take out all these ships. So 4 blue going from here into that guy. Show me 2 hits here.
That's
I'll take 2 hits. All right. So he's gone, but he does have counter.
Nope.
No, he doesn't. He's a tie. Never mind. And then 3 dice from Moldy Crow into that one. 1 hit is all I need, and I get 3 instead, so that one is dead as well. Then we go into shooting, and I'm going to have the side fire into the front here, which does have line of sight.
Definitely.
Actually, you have no shields there, so I'm going to fire into your side.
Yeah, we're pretty much the same no matter what.
So it's going to be 5 red and 4 blue. Defiance adds the extra blue, and then 2 extra reds from Admiral Akbar, and ooh, all the accuracies.
Okay.
So I got 1, 2, 3 accuracies there, so I don't think you're going to get to use any of your stuff. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 hits and 3 crits.
Which is death.
That will kill it.
That's death.
All right.
5 hit points.
5 health points. Oh, and I did 6 there, so that is definitely death. So that will take out that last ship. There you go, guys. That is, in the end, a Rebel victory. Bjorn, good game, sir. Awkward left-handed handshake.
Definitely.
Very, very fun there. Vault members, go ahead and click the link below to see another X-Wing Armada battle report between Bjorn and myself. We're going to switch things up. I'm going to be Empire, Imperial, whichever one you want to call it, and Bjorn will be rocking the Rebels. It's going to be interesting. 400 points. We'll see how that goes. If you're not already a Vault member, go ahead and click that link anyway. It'll give you access to a 7-day free trial where you get to check out the extra battle reports, as well as all the extra stuff we have here, like painted tutorials, behind the scenes, open vaults, as well as extra battle reports, because that's where you really want to... That's what you want to see, right?
Definitely.
At the end
I
of the
mean,
day-
I'm a Vault member, and I have never regretted it once.
Well, there you go. So go ahead, guys, click that link below, and until next time, happy wargaming.